Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart can't nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me never. I'm so Cassius Clay, I'm Tyson in his prime.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Pressure Podcast.
Hold on, so we're doing.
No, I got it. I can see it already. I can see it on the thing.
It's working?
Yeah. Welcome back to the Pressure Podcast, everybody. We thought we had technical difficulties, but we're good to go. It's a Thursday night edition, Top 10 Thursday. Let's go.
Hell yeah!
We're on a day where John Harbaugh has left my Ravens for New York City.
He is in New York Giants.
He's in Big Blue. And congratulations to all you Giants fans. You got yourself a coach that's going to take you to a lot of places. However, you also got yourself a coach that's going to lose you a lot of fourth quarter leads. Can I talk shit now?
Of course you can. You say whatever.
Well, I'm not. What's up, Denali? I'm not. If it's Lakers related, I'm not reading it. I'm not talking to Laker fans anymore. Today is Top 10 Thursday. We're gonna give you a roundup of what we're gonna have to establish for this week. We're gonna establish NBA Week 13's power rankings, and we're gonna also give you the QFL's divisional round power rankings. I'm also gonna give you insights on the state of the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Notes from week, 13 thus far throughout the association. And we're also going to give you the top 10 favorite video game characters. So we've got a pretty good episode for everybody, a good lineup. So welcome back to all you guys, and appreciate y'all tuning in. Please feel free to subscribe, leave a like, comment, and we want to hear your takes. We're here to debate and argue. If you have a webcam, we'll send you a web link. Hop on the screen back there, hop on the mic, and talk your shit.
Fatality.
Till then, appreciate y'all tuning in, and feel free to, like I said, subscribe and spam those like buttons. Give us your top 10. Give us your picks for Saturday. We're also going to make our predictions for the divisional round Saturday games, and give us your feedback on any hot takes that we give you. All right, and if you have any hot takes of yourself, have at it.
Ask us any question you want.
So, Denali, since I'm not going to talk to you much about your Lakers, I'm gonna let you pick the topic for today. What we're gonna do? Which one we're gonna do first? It can't be the power rankings. We gotta leave the best for later. But what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about the state of the NBA thus far, or do you want to talk about our predictions for Saturday's football game?
Is this a trick question?
Well, I have to let the viewers decide every once in a while because they're the ones that keep the channel going.
We already know what he's gonna say.
He's gonna say the NBA, but if he wants us to knock out the QFL first and then talk about the NBA for the rest of the week, I mean the
He said
episode.
talk about Tomlin, so I guess it's talking about football.
Talk about Tomlin. Ain't nothing happened to Tomlin. We already talked about it. Him and the Steelers mutually parted ways. It looks like Mike Tomlin might consider retiring for now, or at least for a few seasons. But I know there's a few hot teams out there that will definitely take him. He says the greatest injustice to all of 2026. Nah, bro. Listen, he was there a long time. The Steelers don't fire many coaches. He's only the fourth. I think the third or fourth.
Coward.
No. He's the third Steelers coach in the Super Bowl era.
Oh, okay.
Because it was Chuck Noll, the one who won in the '70s, Cowherd, and then and now Tomlin. Eventually, they're gonna move on from you, broski.
Goodness, you and your conspiracies. Jeez.
Yeah, but the Steelers know what they're doing, bro. This is a good organization. Mike Tomlin's gonna find a head coaching job very soon. Don't you? Don't you question that?
He's probably just gonna take a break, go hang out with his family, maybe go on vacation with them, and then come back, relax after a year.
You would think that if Bill Belichick, who won 6 Super Bowls, gets fired after a while, you think Tomlin would?
Nigga.
But Believe me, I didn't want the Ravens to let go of Harbaugh, but something had to change, and it's for the best, bro. These organizations, had it been like the Dallas Cowboys,
Here comes another comment.
had it been like the New York Trash, had it been like the Chicago Bears, had it been like the Detroit Lions, firing a coach just because they think they could do better because he's not getting the job done quickly, in a team that, in a franchise that's, you know what I'm saying, very mid, maybe you could say that, but when it comes to the top tier franchise, they know what they're doing. And that's the thing, Denali. You don't know as a Laker coach because the Lakers are the only top franchise in recent memory that I can think of that switches coaches like laundry. We want the Yankees to do that, but they don't do that.
The Yankees need to switch everything. I don't want to hear none of this shit. I just watched Kyle Tucker get signed to the Dodgers. That's crazy.
Yes,
That's
so
absolutely insane to me.
think about it, Denali. Name the best franchises in every sport. Let's go to baseball. The Yankees. They don't hire coaches and fire coaches very often. The Astros. They were forced to fire the coach. They didn't want to. The Dodgers. That's their third coach in the last 30 years. Joe Torre, Don Mattingly, and the guy they have right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the basketball. The Boston Celtics. Y'all don't change that many coaches very much. The Chicago Bulls. They weren't changing coaches too much when they were up in there.
And we were
The San Antonio Spurs, they don't change coaches very often. The
and
Miami Heat don't change coaches very often. Golden State ain't changing coaches very often. Let's go look at football. The Ravens don't. The Steelers don't. The Patriots don't. What's another well-run organization? The Niners don't.
Sirianni's been there for 5 years.
The Eagles don't. It's very, very rare that you see a top franchise switch coaches left and right. You're the only one I can think of, bro. See, that's why you say that. It's a travesty because you're used to, you know what I'm saying, other than, you're used to as your Lakers, you only fire coaches when you think they deserve it. But that's not why the Lakers fire coaches. The Lakers fire coaches very often because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Because back when they knew what the fuck they're doing, the last thing they did was fire coaches. When they had Pat Riley for the longest time and then they had Phil Jackson for the longest time, the last thing they do is fire coaches. Now that you guys are not running like it used to be, look what's going on. You're looking like one of these mid-teams.
I'm sure they're mad as hell that they didn't get Mark Williams last year. And that they got this soft-ass DeAndre Ayton playing center for them.
We don't know
who can't even average a double-double.
We don't know who's going to be the Steelers coach. But knowing the Ravens and the Steelers like I know, it's probably going to be a coach that you've never heard of. It's not going to be the most likely coach. I hope it's Brian Flores. I want that defense to come back to what we're known for, but more than likely it's going to be an unknown coach just like we always have and win with him. These motherfuckers know how to do their homework.
Be Kingsbury.
Maybe, but I don't remember the last time they hired as an offensive minded as a coach. Maybe.
That's true, but hey, I mean the NFL's going in a different direction. Shit.
Yeah, but remember, the best head coach QB combo doesn't have to be an offensive minded coach. Belichick is not an offensive-minded coach.
I honestly think Kingsbury would be a hell of a coach. I'm not even going to lie.
Chuck Noll was not an offensive-minded coach.
I think Kingsbury is actually a good coach.
Woody Johnson
just happened to be in a bad situation with Arizona.
Yeah, Woody Johnson was not an offensive-minded coach. Some of the best coaches, some of the best head coach combos, it's just what a good coach. You usually need a great coach, QB combo. And if it's a special teams coach, if it's a defensive coach or offensive coach, and you got a good quarterback, you're likely to win a lot. But then you have the Andy Reids and the Bill Washes and McVay and Shanahan's. But I think that that whoever the Steelers pick and the Ravens pick is probably going to be somebody that you probably never heard of. More than likely. K. Kingsbury, man, this man don't like white people at all. This guy is, man, you must. Are you a member of the Nation of Islam?
So who's the guy? Who would they hire? In my opinion, that'd be one of the best coaches to hire right now.
I don't know. But he about to bring his, I'm going to call him Denali X over here. This man's trying to sound like Malcolm X. Just blasting white people left and right. You can't beat Malcolm X. Malcolm X did it in a time when it was suicide to do it. And it was. He ended up getting killed. But he still talked the talk and walked the walk for a long time before he was killed. So let's go to the state of the NBA. Here are my week 13 notes of the NBA. Number 1, Kuminga requests a trade away from Golden State Warriors. Who the fuck is that guy?
What the fuck?
Who the fuck are you to request a trade? When was the last time you seen a nobody request a trade? You have to be a franchise player or a building piece or a good supporting. But a role player? When was the last time you seen a role player request a trade?
Can I be honest? I didn't even think you was gonna put that up for news, because I was like,
it ain't news.
Like, what is it?
It ain't news. What's news is that he's the one doing it. What's news is that he's the one doing it.
I cannot believe he asked for that shit.
Had it said,
actually insane.
Had it said Golden State's shopping Kuminga, I would not put it there.
Yeah, because he's not requesting.
No. It's not. It doesn't matter. If he wants a trade and Golden State said, all right, let's shop you, cool. But the fact that Kuminga has the nerve, he's less than mid. He is literally ass cheeks. Request a trade, you don't get to do that. So we're not going to put you here because, Kuminga's requesting a trade, so let's see what Golden State can get. Golden State going to get shit for him.
What's up, King Jamie?
It's just that Golden State should literally release him and waive him and make sure his value goes low as much as possible before he can go anywhere else. Because he has no room to operate in where he can request a trade from the Golden State Warriors that are well run, has 4 fucking championships in the last 12 years, and he's contributed to nothing. Literally nothing. He's a bust. He's a guy they thought was going to come in and rebound, play some defense, maybe even shoot a few 3-pointers here and there. He can't do nothing consistently.
Yeah,
he averages like 4 rebounds a game, 5 rebounds a game.
My thing is, like, if Draymond was to request a trade, you know what I'm saying? Or if Steph was to request a trade, I could understand those. You know what I'm saying? But for somebody who's kind of like still trying to build himself up to being a starter or a consistent basketball player, that's a big ask.
It's like Bronny James going to the Lakers saying, I request a trade. Who the fuck is Bronny James to request a trade? You're lucky you're in the NBA at all. And you over here requesting a trade?
On the team with your dad and you requesting a trade? That would be crazy.
What's up, King Jamie? No,
Could
stop
you
the nonsense.
imagine if Bronny James requested a trade away from his dad? That would, what? I can't stand him. He's annoying.
Kuminga to the Lakers because he's going to average 20 and 10. Are you crazy? What has possessed you to think that anything that goes to the Lakers is going to go good in any way whatsoever, let alone Kuminga of all people? Please and thank you.
Let me pull up because I'm now.
The next
I'm getting tired
note here is that Doc Rivers and Mike Brown should never, ever, ever be head coaches again in the N3A as long as
ever.
Number 3, Jamal Murray is a fucking superstar, and he's the franchise as we speak.
He's the man, bro. He's the man. He's absolutely.
Lakers won't advance. They won't advance the first round without a fucking trade. That is clear and obvious, Denali. Stop being delusional. The next one, Ja Morant is near impossible to send away. He's near impossible to send away.
He is, bro. Nobody wants him. He's got too much baggage.
He has too much baggage, and Grizzlies are asking too much. They've invested too heavily on him, so they need some kind of fair return in one way or another, and they're not getting it. And it looks like they're not going to get it.
Does he have a big contract?
Yes.
Yeah. So whoever gets him would have to take the contract, and I think
he at least makes 30.
And I think the contract's got to match. If I'm not mistaken,
he at least makes 30 a year. He at least makes 30 a year.
There you go. Okay. Somebody's gonna have to take him.
There's no way he doesn't make 30 a year.
Big
the next one, AD is very delusional, and will miss many games this season. He ain't coming back for another 6 weeks before he even can come back.
Always
all right,
hurt,
and he over here trying to call the reporters liars because they say he's injured again and he might need surgery. Brother, you are gonna miss 6 weeks. You actually might need surgery. You are delusional.
Look at what Denali asked us, man.
I'm not reading that. What is it reading?
He said, is Jamal Murray gonna be an all-star?
Bro, Jamal Murray's already been an all-star. He's been an all-star this whole time. And guess what he's going to be this year?
Bro, he's going to be
all-star.
starter because he's playing like a start. Like
Yes, he's gonna be a
he
starter.
deserves to be.
If you think Luka,
Yes.
if you think Luka is gonna
He's
start,
box office.
if you think Luka is gonna start over Jamal Murray, hold on. If you think Luka is gonna start over Jamal Murray, you're crazy. Luka's gonna come off the bench. Jamal Murray's gonna start. Denali, just accept it.
Bro, he's an all-star in our eyes. I'm not looking at that all-star where they when Damian Lillard didn't get all-star votes, that didn't mean I didn't think he wasn't a superstar. That motherfucker was hell. You know it, and I know it. Ballers know ballers, bro. Sorry.
Jamal Murray's never been an all-star.
I think he was last year. I'm mistaken.
If he hasn't, it's because the position is deep. Yeah, he has it. But that's because the position is deep because he plays point guard. So there you got, you know what I'm saying, the problem.
It don't matter. This year he's an all-star and he's probably starting. That's all I know.
Yeah, but Murray's not been an all-star not because he's not good. It's because
Facts.
you
That's
can't.
what I
there's
mean.
only enough positions of the same. Of point guard.
How many years before Damian Lillard got his, all-star?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And Damian Lillard was a absolute baller. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like, nah.
So yeah, he's actually always been an all-star to me. It's just that I guess I never thought of it like that because there's so many point guards in the West
Hell
that
yeah, bro.
it's hard to some of them make it. So even if Jamal Murray makes it this year, somebody who should make it is not going to make
Remember, people like Ja was getting it too, so.
it. So you had John Morant for a little bit, Steph Curry, obviously, SGA, Luka. That's 4 people right there off the top. And I'm not even thinking anywhere else.
There's more. I just can't think of it.
What point guards, though?
Point guards?
Because he plays point guard, so that's a position that's mostly going to be taken.
Well, Lillard was there too at a little bit.
Damian Lillard, so that's 5. So Lillard, Steph Curry, John Morant, Luka
Kyrie.
Doncic, and SGA. Kyrie Irving. That's 6 point guards we listed right here before Jamal Murray. Obviously, yeah, that makes sense.
That's box office though. You can't let that not go in the All-Star
So-
game. We want to see that.
I think you can cancel Kyrie and John Morant out of here, and Damian Lillard, 3 gone.
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah,
So you got Luka, you got SGA, and you got who else? De'Aaron Fox? Nope.
nah. But I think he has he gone to All-Star?
If he did, maybe he did have one good year.
Yeah, he did. I mean,
Nobody in Houston.
I think he's-
nobody in San Antonio.
I think he's nice.
Nobody in Minnesota.
He doesn't have no consistency.
Portland, we already mentioned that. Nobody in let's see, Utah, nope. Phoenix, nope. Clippers, nope.
Oh, you know who could be an All-Star? Keontae George.
Unless they count James Harden as a point guard. If they count him as a point guard.
Keontae George could be an All-Star this year.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the guys who are perennial
Oh, you're
all-stars.
talking about before. You're talking about before. I got you.
Perennial all-stars. We got to
Yeah,
look
those
up. James Harden is probably slotted as a point guard instead of
with the
shooting guard.
Clippers, yeah.
Nah, since he's been in Brooklyn and then Philadelphia, they've been putting in point guard. I remember that. So that could also, so point
No,
guard.
but he was an All-Star too. I'm guessing. I'm sure.
Who, James Harden?
Yeah.
Of course.
So there you go.
Of course. Nobody's going to pick Jamal Murray over James Harden. Not back then.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
got it.
Yeah, so I guess you're right, Denali. He hasn't been into the playoff, into the All-Star game, but it ain't because he's not an All-Star like worthy. It's just because of look how many names you have to beat out to make it in the Western Conference. So yeah, AD is very delusional. The next one is MPJ. Michael Porter Jr. can change fortunes for a contender. Denali, that's the guy you want, not Kuminga. MPJ.
That's
you can't
it.
afford him. But that's the guy you want. That's the guy that can give you the 20 points that you was talking about. Because Kuminga cannot average. He can't average 12 points a game, let alone 20. Okay.
Isn't he averaging like 24 or something like that? MPJ?
Yes.
He's fucking balling.
And then James Harden now moves 9th on the all-time scoring list. So congratulations to the beard. He deserves it.
Congratulations.
He obviously deserves it. Except
Absolute bucket.
he's never going to be regarded as a top 10 player. He's never going to be regarded as a top 10 scorer. Maybe.
Yeah.
But as a top 10 player,
Nah, but
Top 10 passer?
10 score? Yes.
top 10 moves, like unstoppable moves, yes.
Top 10 score? Yes. I think so. James Harden. Yeah.
Let's make a quick rundown. So let's go. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Hakeem, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain.
Damn.
That's 4 right there. Kevin Durant. That's 5.
That's 5. Damn. Who else?
I'm not gonna put Shaq in there because that don't count. That don't count. Shaq was not a scorer. He was just dominant.
Okay, Melo. Is Melo in there?
All right, Melo. So, but if we put Melo in there, I already have James Harden better than Melo.
Okay, so then we gotta keep James Harden in there. It's that simple.
So, yep, he's a top 10 scorer because I can't put Allen Iverson over him. I can't put.
Nah, I mean it's crazy what James Harden's done in his career. That's what I'm saying. Like, especially them Houston years, man. Them Houston years were.
You got to put Jerry West in there and Elgin Baylor. You got to put Larry Bird in there. I would think Larry Bird is a better scorer than James Harden.
Yeah. Nah, cause it was so natural to him to score. So natural.
Would you say Steph Curry's a better scorer than James Harden?
Yes. Yeah, I put Steph Curry.
So Steph Curry,
So he's a 10th then, right?
Larry Bird, Steph Curry, Larry
Elgin
Bird,
Baylor.
Elgin Baylor, and Jerry West are for sure better than James Harden. So James Harden might be number 10.
I think so. I think he squeaks in there.
So let's look at the list again: Jordan, Kobe, Wilt Chamberlain,
KD.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kevin Durant.
Melo.
No, Larry Bird,
Oh, Larry Bird. You said Larry Bird.
Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, and Steph Curry. And then number 10 will be James Harden. And no, LeBron James is not a top 10 scorer of all time. Not even close. No. Don't even go there. Denali, don't even go there. But what about
He's the watch him come in and be like, he's the leading scorer in NBA history.
I don't care. What about SGA? He ain't better than James Harden yet.
Nah, he don't got. I don't think he got his bag.
No, he's got a good bag, but
he's got a good bag. He's got a smart bag. Is what he got.
Yeah,
he's smart. He doesn't have to take that much contact. You know, he creates the fouls, so he gets to the free throw line, easy points. You know what I'm saying? He likes to use the free throw line from where he shoots his mid-range shots. He's just surgical from there, from that mid-range. He's a mid-range monster. But as far as like all 3 levels, James Harden. Because James Harden used to cook niggas with that 3. Especially in Houston. Like I said, Houston, we have a problem, nigga. This nigga was going crazy, you know. James Harden was going
do you consider Jokic a scorer? I don't. He's a
Damn, I don't know, man. Damn, that's a good one. That is a good one, because I think so. Because if you just look at the variety of his shot creating.
I see him as the greatest offensive weapon, but
great.
not the best offensive player. Because to me, an offensive player has a bag of tricks.
But you gotta look at what he's doing without too much athleticism. Really, not much athleticism.
I do.
It's just fucking. It's amazing.
I do. I give Kareem and Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain was athletic as hell, but I gave Kareem and a few others their due. The thing is that these guys had bag of tricks that that Jokers don't have. He can't dribble like they can. He cannot create for himself like they can. He can't just spot up and shoot like they can. He has to back up a little bit and turn around or just post up and shoot it.
You don't think he can get his own shot?
Not like they can. No. Remember, top 10 all time.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That he can definitely do it, but at the level of Jordan and them, I don't know about that one. That's the problem. Well, Chamberlain can, Kareem can. Well, Kareem had an unstoppable shot, that's why. But you know what I mean. But I guess if you take the old NBA away and only leave the modern era from Magic Johnson and Bird onward, then maybe you could put him in there. But if you put Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, no, Will Chamberlain, Elgin Baylor, and Jerry West in there, that takes 7 slots away. Oh yeah, that leaves 7 slots. But if you take them away, you have, you know what I'm saying, 3 more. So if you want to count if you don't want to count Elgin Baylor and Jerry West and Will Chamberlain, because they played so long ago, cool. Then let's make a new list.
Okay.
So we can include,
we can
include Melo, Jokic, and maybe SGA. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I like that.
But if you have to, if you're talking NBA all the time, I'm sorry, but I can't exclude the old guys.
No, that's facts. That's facts. Right. You are right.
But James Harden is now a top 10 scorer of all time. Congratulations, bro. He's only going to keep rising unless he retires anytime soon.
And it don't look like he's stopping anytime soon.
Nah, he ain't stopping anytime soon. So let's get to the NBA power rankings, shall we? So here at the Pressure Podcast, we're rated M for millennials. We like to give y'all nostalgic of the 90s and the 2000s, and we like to give you our rankings a different way. So back in the day when we played video games, every millennial knows that there was no way to save progress. When you played a video game, you started from the very fucking beginning every time. And my favorite video game from that was Mortal Kombat. It was a game where you picked a fighter that had special moves and you worked your way up the ladder, beat the champion, save Earth, and all that good shit. So let's get to it. Here's your Week 13 NBA, or what I call the N3A power rankings, motherfucker.
Give me a hell yeah!
So at 10, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think they're starting to make a run
What the fuck?
in this thing. Darius Garland playing really good, and it looks like the defense came back with the center, with the centers back in place. So we'll see what happens from there. Then I got the Rockets at 9. I like this team. I think this team defensively is hell, but for some reason they just can't shoot the ball consistently enough to keep them in games. Even sometimes when they get ahead, they kind of fall off. Like they'll have a good hot start and then kind of like tail off. Then at 7, at 8, I got the Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers, who are just an offensive threat, honestly, in the NBA, because defensively they look like whatever J.J. Redick said to them went through one ear and out the other. At 7, I got the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks, I think, are kind of like, I agree with my man over here. The coach looks like is a problem, because Tom Thibodeau wouldn't have this team playing like this. They'd be playing like a top at least 3 team in the league. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Knicks, but I still think they're a threat. At 6, I got the Boston Celtics, who just beat the Miami Heat. They came back and won. That was actually a pretty good win. But I don't think they can beat the top 5 teams right now.
We actually almost came back and won that game yesterday.
Yeah, I seen that.
I was like, oh shit, the score was a lot closer than I expected.
Well, you guys can score the ball. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But the defense is what's that's why I say I agree with you.
Before you continue, guys, as soon as you finish this power rankings, I'm gonna read the chats. Okay, so I'm gonna respond to you guys in just a second. Go ahead, bro.
So then I got San Antonio at 5. San Antonio is Wemby. If they're gonna go where Wemby takes them. If Wemby decides to play like a punk bitch, then they're out of there. But if he decides to start playing like a fucking man in the paint and start doing something productive as far as consistently, because he thinks he has to be Steph Curry with the with the threes. I just don't get it. Like, somebody that big, why not just stay in the paint and just dunk all over people? I just watched you the other game. It was against OKC where they got their ass beat. Castle threw him alley-oop as soon as he got the ball back. It was a give and go. I'm like, bro, you could dunk over everybody, bro.
You care?
Everybody. So they're gonna go as far as Wemby takes them. At 4, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves, they got it, man. They got it. They got depth on this team. They play defense. They play hard. They have a hell of a bench, and it shows because the other night I think they won and Anthony Edwards didn't even play. At 3, I have the Denver Nuggets because even though they don't got Jokic, bro, they still went 3-2 on the road, and I respect the hell out of that. To go on the road, you came back and beat the Celtics. That was a big win in my opinion. It just shows that Jamal can lead just as well as Jokic and keep his team afloat. At 2, I got the Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons, just to me, are the best team in the East. I think if they continue this in the playoffs, watch the fuck out. This team is a threat. Then at 1, I got the OKC Thunder. They just kicked the shit out of San Antonio. They look like they're starting to get their rhythm back. That game, I think the game winner that SGA had the other night, I think it kind of like built momentum. And SGA is starting to play a little bit better, and they're going to go where SGA takes them. I agree with my mans over here. That is a one-man army over there. Those other guys are shaky. Those are my top 10, sir.
Good shit, brother.
Finish him.
Let's read some chats here. So Denali and King Jamie are over here. So Tomlin wants a year, then takes the Raiders to a championship. That's not a bad idea, but fuck a year. And King Jamie, if I'm Mike Tomlin, I'm going over there right now where they have the number 1 overall pick.
Facts.
Fuck that.
Make sure you get the guy you want so you can.
But that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, but they might fuck up and get the wrong guy.
Stafford makes a Super Bowl run and retires. Burrow goes to the Rams. Eric Bieniemy goes back to KC, and we got a run game and another Super Bowl next season. Hopeful, wishful thinking.
Dude, the Rams.
Michael Cooper. What the fuck is Michael Cooper talking about? The players I want are Jonathan Kuminga, Dylan Brooks. Both would be perfect for the Lakers. No, they're not. Dylan Brooks can help you, but Kuminga can't do shit.
I don't even think that.
You asked Harbaugh to the Giants and Lamar to the Bengals. Fuck that shit. The Bengals. James Harden is the greatest scorer in NBA history. Hey, no, he's not. No one can stop Harden one-on-one.
Who said that?
Yes, somebody can. I know a few people who can. Larry Bird owned everybody. He did. SGA is FTA, free throw asshole. Bird owned and what? Oh, Bird owned him mentally too. Yes, he did.
Bird was fired, bro. Bird was just, he's the best.
Let's be real. Larry Bird would struggle in the modern NBA. No, he would not. You have no idea who the fuck Larry Bird is, Denali.
He's the best Celtic ever. I don't give a fuck what anybody
The reason
says.
they call
I'm gonna say it. He's the best.
Denali.
Celtic
The
ever.
reason they say Magic Johnson and Larry Bird and Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is some of the greatest of all time. The reason they're always in everybody's top 10 greatest of all time is because those guys can play in any era at any time with anybody.
Basketball wise,
If you think Wilt Chamberlain can't score 100 points on fools right now, you are crazy. He can do it. If you think Magic Johnson can just go whoop, whoop, whoop on all these punk-ass motherfuckers who don't play any defense, he can do it. If you don't think Larry Bird is just going to just murder everybody left and right that he saw fit with the kind of defense they play now, you are crazy. And if you think Michael Jordan will not have his tongue out flying on everybody with this kind of defense that they don't play in this NBA, trust me, Michael Jordan will be on 50. You have no idea what you speak of, Denali. We are playing the easiest era of NBA history. If you think that the players of today are that much more skilled than the days of before, no, you're not. Maybe they can shoot better. Maybe half of them can jump higher.
that was God given, bro.
But
It's God given, bro.
they cannot get to the basket at will, and they cannot defend.
Or have that mentality to be clutch, or that mentality to like any situation they can
Yes.
handle. It's not like one of those things where you see how we see some players that have flaws.
Yeah.
Larry Bird don't have flaws. He plays defense. He plays on the offensive side. He gets rebounds. He hustles. He can shoot, score with his left hand, right hand, ambidextrous. Like,
Don't worry, Denali. One
this
day,
guy has everything in his bag, bro.
King Jamie's already lived it through this. I'm sure King Jamie will attest to this. Denali, as you get older, one day you're going to start arguing or debating sports against a younger crowd, a younger generation. One day somebody's going to tell you, no, LeBron couldn't play in today's NBA. And you're going to look at them crazy because you know damn well LeBron could play in any era, at any time, anywhere, against anybody. That is to be true right now as we're speaking. I don't even know the future. I don't even know the future, and I know how true that is. Because you know why? Because I know human beings. Nope, we're not more human now than we were 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago. We're still human, bro. We're always gonna be human. If you think Albert Einstein will be a regular average IQ today, you are absolutely crazy. He's gonna invent the atom bomb today, tomorrow, 100 years ago, the exact year that he did. Sorry, Japan, but you shouldn't have fucked with us. All right? Sorry. I love you. But you know what my point is. My point is, Denali, do not let age and years cloud your history. It's common sense, bro. Look at basketball, look at football, look at any sport. All right? The last time I checked, in 1982, Bo Jackson ran a 4.12 40-yard dash. Ain't nobody yet beat that, and I think Tyreek Hill is the fastest motherfucker I've ever seen. But you know what? I know he's not. Because I know that there's an official record that says Bo Jackson has it. And nobody's beaten him since. And I don't think anybody's ever going to beat it. Bo Jackson's not normal, everybody. This is a freak of nature.
Yeah, but that's the point we're trying to say. Like, these guys are freaks of nature.
Yeah, people think Babe Ruth don't hit 60 home runs. Not Brett. If Babe Ruth would have hit 60 home runs no matter what era, the man is the fucking Bambino. He is what he is. Muhammad Ali would have been Muhammad Ali against any era. Mike Tyson would have been Mike Tyson in any era. Do not let your eyes deceive you because of years. It's just trust your wisdom. Humans are humans forever, broski. Forever. And we're not more human now than we were before. You're crazy if you think Larry Bird won't cook these fools. Larry Bird will cook these fools, and he's going to tell them he's going to do it while he do it, before he does it. It's just Larry Bird, bro. I don't know what it is with you, Denali. Your parents must be from the Nation of Islam. This motherfucker hates white people for some reason.
Goddamn white boy.
He must be the Nation of Islam over here. Louis Farrakhan Denali. If it's a white coach, a white quarterback, or a white NBA player, he don't like him. Jeez. But if he's European, he's cool. What the hell? That makes no sense, man.
How about Pete?
He loves Luka, but he don't like Larry Bird.
How about Pete Maravich?
Yeah, come on. You can't hate the Cajun. He's from Louisiana. You can't hate the come on, it's Pistol Pete Mary. Nobody calls himself Pistol. Nobody gives you the name Pistol Pete for no reason. The man was nasty. He's still the all-time leading scorer in NCAA basketball history. It's just, you can't deny the facts, bro. Pistol Pete was the fucking man. And he'd be the fucking man today.
Oh,
R.I.P.
yeah.
Pistol Pete. It's one of my favorite players I never got to see. He's literally one of my favorite players I never got to see. Is Pistol Pete. The man had dribbles
he
like...
He really had handle like...
he ain't normal.
This nigga had handle
if you know who White Chocolate is, Denali, Jason Williams, White Chocolate.
Yeah.
Trust me, Pistol Pete is way better than that, and I love White Chocolate. I think White Chocolate is one of the greatest passers I've ever seen in my entire life. He's top 5 to me.
Fuck yeah.
He's top 5 to me. Greatest passes I've ever seen. All right, let's get to the QFL for a minute here, okay? We're gonna make some predictions. Let's get to the Saturday games. We got the Buffalo Bills on the road to Denver, baby, the Mile High City, where the Broncos are favored 1.5. Before I begin anything, chat, King Jamie, Bron, do you think the Broncos deserve to be 1.5 favorites?
No.
Why not?
Because they're very inconsistent offensively, and the Buffalo Bills are 4th offensively, meaning that they score a lot. They usually score in the higher, like 25, and Denver's going to struggle to get 25 because they've just been inconsistent offensively, in my opinion.
I agree. I have to go with the QFL rules, and the QFL rules states forever and ever, I've repeated it many times before, the best head coach quarterback combo usually wins. That belongs to Buffalo. It is absurd that Bo Nix has a 1.5 favoritism over Josh Allen. I don't know if it's Vegas trying to fool everybody into betting to the Broncos because they're like, oh, Vegas knows more than we know, so Vegas never lose, so we'll go to the Broncos. Then when the game begins, the money line switches. The Bills are favored all of a sudden. They're like, oh shit, Vegas got us. This is one of those where Vegas, I think, is trying to trap you because it is disrespectful. Josh Allen is going to go in there and put up at least 25 points, like he said. I can't say the same about Bo Nix, even with a Super Bowl ready defense. Do you want to know why? Because my defense, my Baltimore defense that was ranked number 1 just 2 years ago was better than the Broncos defense. We led the league in sacks, we led the league in takeaways, and we led the league in coverage. We let nobody get nothing, all right? And points allowed. We lost to Kansas City because they had the better quarterback head coach combo. They had a team that led the league in drop passes and still came into our house and scored. Even though it was only 17 on my defense, it still did it. But you know why? Because the better quarterback is always there to win. And that's what's going to happen in this game. It might be a tight game. It might be 21-21 at one point, but Josh Allen's going to pull away because he's Josh Allen. The other guy is just absolutely not. And I think this is the end for the Broncos right now. I think they're going to have to retool, and people are going to start shining the lights bright on Bo Nix from now on. Because this is, like I said, a Super Bowl-ready defense. This is a Super Bowl-ready coach and a Super Bowl-ready roster, in my opinion. They have the weapons they need. Not to be an offensive juggernaut. Don't get my words twisted. But to win.
Just to get enough.
Just to win.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that Bo Nix is holding him down. I think it's Bo Nix. It's not the O-line. It's not the fact that they don't have an elite wide receiver, even though they don't. It's not the fact that their run game is a rookie. It's because Bo Nix is not playing up to par unless the fourth quarter is involved. However, an argument can be said if it's 21-21 late and Josh Allen starts to pull away. Is it not reasonable to think that Bo Nix ain't gonna answer back? I hope we get popcorn.
I haven't gave my prediction yet.
I hope we get popcorn. Okay.
That's all I gotta say.
I'm not making my prediction. I'm just telling you the context here. Okay. So let's read some chats here. Stop the cap on Babe Ruth. No, you don't know shit what you're talking about. Yes, Broncos should be 6-point favorites. The Bills' injury list is like 4 pages. That being said, I picked the. Yes, the fuck, sir. Yes, the fuck, sir. You know why? Because he's a smart man. If you're gonna fucking bet this money on this game, there's no way you're gonna go on Josh Allen unless you're a Bills hater. But no, I'm the same way. Well, at least when the Ravens hire Mike Tomlin, you can be 9-8 for the next 17 years on average because he's never going to have a losing season. It's not bad. It's not a bad take at all. What do you expect in this game?
I don't know what to expect in this game as far as how I think it might go. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I'm gonna give the edge to Denver to win this game. I'm gonna give because they got a number 3 defense. I think they might bother Josh Allen a little bit more than other defenses that he's seen so far. I think he'll struggle early, and that might make it a late game, and that's what I'm banking on.
Okay. So you got the number 4th ranked offense and the 12th ranked defense against the 14th ranked offense and the 3rd ranked defense. Buffalo eliminated Denver 31-7 last year in the playoffs. I expect more of the same in this year of the playoffs.
Be cool, nigga.
I expect Josh Allen to be in Super Saiyan 2 and to be on in his elite peak MVP best. I don't expect too many turnovers. I'll say maybe a fumble or 1 interception, but it ain't gonna cost him. There's nothing that Bo Nix can do to live up to the defense that he has. And there's no defense that Josh Allen has never seen. He's seen this defense before, and he beat him 31-7. He's going to see this defense again. He's going to beat him 31-17. If that. I think this is going to be a blowout. I think Josh Allen's going to show everybody this is his year. And I think that the QFL rules are going to piss me off again because it doesn't make sense. The Denver Broncos should win this game, but because the rules have changed for the quarterback's advantage, there's only one quarterback here that can take advantage of those rules, and that is in Buffalo. So I expect Buffalo Bills to win this game handedly. I'm betting Buffalo money line and the spread for sure. All right, give me your predictions and what do you expect in this game. So then we got the night game here. You got the San Francisco 49ers at Seattle, where Seattle holds a 7-point fucking lead.
What the fuck?
Please stop the noise. Seattle leads the series 32-24 all time, but however, they're tied 1-1 in the playoff. You got the 10th ranked offense and the 13th ranked defense against the 3rd ranked offense and the 1st ranked defense in the most hellacious home crowd environment left in the playoffs, I believe. Let me double check that one. Yes. So I would definitely see why Las Vegas has a 7-point spread here. I could also have to share it with you, even though he's been practicing, he is listed as out. Fred Warner would not be playing in this game.
Wow, that's incredible that he's practicing already.
He's practicing, but he's not going to play in this game. He's out. What do you
Shout out.
expect here?
Shout out to him because I didn't think he was coming back this year. I'm going with Seattle. I think their defense is going to bother Brock Purdy. I don't think they have enough. Kittle's is coming off an injury. They barely got by my team, and I feel like my team was ass this whole year as far as our offense consistency goes. So I'm gonna go with Sammy. I think Sammy will be able to dissect a little bit better than Hurts was because he's got a good operation over the offensive as far as his head coach and their staff.
So what do you expect again?
I'm going with Seattle.
No. What do you expect to happen in this game?
I'm gonna say
You said that Purdy's going to get bothered by the defense.
yeah.
And Sam what?
I think Sam's gonna dissect
The
their defense
defenseless.
a little bit better than
The
Jalen Hurts was.
defenseless Niners.
A little bit better than what Jalen Hurts was because they just have a more consistent operation all year. You know what I'm saying? It's been working all year. They're 14-3 for a reason. I don't see why all of a sudden they're gonna figure out how to play football.
I could see how. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Ravens fan.
Fatality.
I'm going with the QFL rules on this one, like always. The QFL rule says that the best head coach quarterback combo wins. That belongs to San Francisco. This is not going to be easy, but I expect a way tighter game than we saw a few weeks ago. There's no way in hell Shanahan's going to have 2 cracks at the same defense in 1 month and not make a proper adjustment. The saving grace is, on the other side, you could argue.
Purdy throws picks.
You could argue that the defensive mind needed to counteract Shanahan is in place. This is a man that I want RICO charges, and I want to plant evidence against the Seattle Seahawks staff and management team for stealing, robbing, kidnapping a poor genius defensive coordinator that only had 2 years experience in the QFL. That's all I got to say about that. But there's a reason why they kidnapped him is because he's that much of a genius, and it's proven to be. He went 10-6 last year, missed the playoffs. He's went 14-3 this year. Okay, with quarterbacks nobody expected him to do it with. So there is a defensive mind to counteract what Shanahan's genius is on offense. Is in place in Seattle. But I expect Purdy to completely outplay Sam Darnold in this game, even though I am praying it's the other way around. I would love nothing more than to see defense reign supreme in the QFLs again, but something tells me that Brock Purdy is going to bend the rules in his favor better than Sam Darnold can.
He struggled, though, in that game.
Yes. But I have a hard time believing that you give Shanahan 2 cracks at the same defense in 1 month and don't expect any adjustments and improvements. Can't say. I just don't believe it. If so, then Purdy is just not what he is. But I just can't believe it until I see it, because it was just 2 weeks ago.
And you don't think Sam Darnold could
Outplay Purdy?
Well, he did it. He's done it before. So we'll see.
We'll see in the playoffs, brother. Once
Facts.
again, I'm not just saying that because I'm a Raven.
Fatality.
All right, so let's get to the QFL power rankings, shall we? Before we close it out with the top 10. So here we go. I got the top 8, basically. We're starting to lag here, so I'm going to run down quickly. I think Chicago and the Bears are I think this is it for them in the season. I think they have the weakest quarterback left in the playoffs, and I think they have the weakest roster left in the playoffs, which is why I have them there. I got the Texans over there because I think they have the second weakest quarterback in the entire playoffs, outside of Bo Nix. But the only reason I say I leave Bo Nix up there is because he has that fourth quarter magic. Caleb Williams has it too, but he doesn't have the defense. So I think that the Broncos, because they have home field advantage throughout, Chicago has home field advantage one more time. I'm going to leave them there. And not to mention, I love the Broncos roster way better than Chicago. Then I have the Texans. I already mentioned there. They have a great roster. I just don't trust the offense. It's not just the quarterback. It's the offense. I got the Patriots there because of their inexperience. Their inexperience as a whole, because they have a good roster, gives me reason to doubt. I got Hollywood there because they've got a ring, and I don't exactly love one side of their roster very much, but this is the QFL. Apparently, you don't need a defense anymore to win championships. Then you have the Niners. The Niners have a very good roster. They're just depleted right now, but they have a very good genius game plan, and I think that they have the best scheme in the playoffs. The Broncos are the best roster in the playoffs without a quarterback. But the problem is that quarterback is clutch. He comes out of nowhere in the fourth quarter. So it gives him room for hope. Then you have the Seahawks. To me, this is the best roster in the playoffs. But the quarterback is just very mid. And then you have the Bills. They have the most mid roster in the playoffs, but they have the elite quarterback that nobody else has. That's why they're number one. If you have your takes, let me know what way you would put the power rankings, but this is just how I have it for the divisional round. And then we have the top 10 Thursday. I told you to ask to give me top 10 favorite video game characters. So here
let me
we
run these off real
wait.
quick.
Yeah, this is yours right here.
So I got Snake from Metal Gear.
PS2.
CJ from San Andreas. I mean, not CJ. The GTA 5 from GTA 5.
Yeah.
I got Ryu, Teen Gohan, and Budokai. Obviously Sonic. Fucking love that character. Yoshimitsu. I played that in Soul Calibur. Got Wolverine on Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom. E Honda, Kirby, and Liu Kang.
Liu Kang wins.
Fatality.
Nice list, bro. It's funny. I have a few of your opposites.
Alright.
So I got Knuckles. You got Sonic. You got Ryu. I got Ken. I actually do got CJ from San Andreas. I thought you were gonna have Sub-Zero, but I have Scorpion here. I have Teen Gohan from Budokai as well. I got Eddie Gordo, the breakdancing from Tekken. I got Yoshi.
Oh shit, I remember that dude.
I got Yoshi from Super Mario Brothers, from Super Mario Kart.
Okay.
I got Nidoking and Mewtwo from Pokemon. And then I got Fred Taylor from Madden 06. King Jamie. Back then, Madden 06, everybody played with Michael Vick, okay? After Madden 04, that's all everybody played was Michael Vick. I didn't. You know what my thing was, King Jamie? Whether it was basketball, baseball, or football. If I'm playing one-on-one against you or you, I'm not picking a team. I'm literally clicking the randomize button, and wherever it lands, it lands. And I play with that. That's literally how I played my sports games.
That's what's up.
Because I know my sport, so I'll see what weapons I have and don't have, what weaknesses I have and strengths I have, and I'll work with that. Okay, it might take me a quarter to figure it out if I don't know the team, but I'll figure it out. I landed on Madden 06 on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay, and Fred Taylor is the fucking man in that game. Fuck Michael Vick. Fuck anything you have. You cannot tackle this man. The funny thing, King Jamie, is I always play with the fatigue off. Because I don't want to hear excuses. So I always turn fatigue off. But some people are like, nah, let's make it realistic. Put the fatigue on. Cool. Fatigue on. They did that so that Fred Taylor could come off the field every once in a while. But the funny thing is, King Jamie, the joke's one's on them. Because Fred Taylor had a rookie backup running back that year. Do you know his name? Maurice Jones-Drew. So if you couldn't tackle Fred Taylor, what chance do you have of tackling Maurice Jones-Drew? I was laughing playing Madden back then, bro. Laughing. Fred Taylor was a god in Madden 06, and people didn't even know it, bro. I only landed on it because I randomized every single time.
That's a good one, bro. That's a good one.
So I appreciate everybody tuning in. We're going to cut here because we're starting to lag. We will be back on Saturday to give you the players under pressure. We're going to recap the Saturday night games. We're going to recap some of the NBA. And we're going to give you our predictions and our picks for the Sunday night game, or the Sunday games of the divisional round of the QFL playoffs. The Cell Games is here, baby. Appreciate y'all once again. Feel free to subscribe, leave a like, and comment, motherfuckers. Take care. Be safe.